Blood found inside the home of the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie is adding to concern that foul play was involved in her disappearance. That, according to multiple reports, 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was last seen Saturday evening near her home in the Catalina foothills area of Arizona. Authorities in Arizona believe she's been kidnapped, abducted, or otherwise taken against her will. Dominic Mastrangelo, staff writer here at The Hill, joins us to discuss. Hey, Dominic, so tell us about this reporting that the LA Times first had about blood being found inside the Guthrie home. Do we know whose blood it was, and what else can you tell us about what's been found there at the scene?
Well, one thing we do know is that the authorities are currently searching for Savannah Guthrie's mother, who is in her 80s at this point and is missing. The LA Times report last night suggested that there was blood that was found in the home. Now, the Pima County Sheriff was just on MSNBC talking about this, and he would not confirm that LA Times reporting, whether or not there was blood found in the home or speculate about who it was. He also didn't deny that report. But one thing that authorities are stressing is that it's a race against the clock at this point to find the Today Show host's mother, who is in desperate need of medication and who they believe could not have gotten away from the home physically very far without some kind of help or without being forced to leave her home, which is at the point right now, it seems to be the prevailing thought about what went on here.
What can you tell us about the search? Where is the search area, and what kind of resources are being marshaled to conduct this search?
Yeah, well, it sounds like the local authorities are deploying all kinds of resources, both with federal, state, and local partners. They have all kinds of police fanned out all across the area here in Arizona. But the real key in this, it sounds like, is video camera footage. Like many folks have Ring doorbell cameras, and folks in the other neighborhood have surveillance cameras. They are currently trying to go through that footage, and apparently some of that is also on a server that's not in the cloud. So there's some back and forth having to happen between law enforcement and these corporations. Now, something else that the sheriff recently said in his most recent remarks to the media is that they've heard a lot from a lot of the major tech platforms, be it Apple, Google, and whatnot, reaching out saying anything that you need to help in this investigation. It really seems like a holistic effort between the law enforcement and the various partners there on the ground.
One of the thoughts that unfortunately comes to mind in this story is, wondering whether or not Nancy Guthrie was targeted because of who her daughter is. Have the authorities said anything about that possibility?
They have not. At this point, they just don't know. It doesn't sound like they have enough information, or if they do, they're withholding that. The one thing that we do know is that Savannah Guthrie and the Guthrie family has asked the community for their help and for their prayers in this. She is definitely a prominent person. She's a household name for many Americans, a long-running Today Show host. More than a decade she's been on the air. She also has spoken openly about her relationship with her mother, so fans of Savannah Guthrie, folks that have followed her for a long time, know how important her mother is to her. She's spoken about that pretty extensively. So while authorities don't know if Nancy Guthrie was targeted because she's Savannah Guthrie's mother, there certainly is an outpouring support now for the Guthrie family.
All right, a story we will continue to follow, but for now, we will leave it at that. Dominic, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.